So once again, Santi, good morning, welcome. Thank you for being on time. Thank you for the homework. That's important. So as I mentioned before, today is Monday, so we're going to start checking the homework. So I'm going to share my screen. Let me see. It's here. So Santi, let's do it in a general way. We won't check it one by one because it's the same homework. It's just to choose the correct options, right? So Santi, exercise number one. Choose the correct option in the first one.
Every morning, Sarah goes to school by bus.
Goes. Great. Number two.
Yesterday, we watched a movie after dinner.
Great. Santi. Number three.
Look, the children are playing in the park.
Full number four.
At 8 p.m. last night, I was doing my homework.
Wonderful. I was doing my homework. Number five.
My father usually drinks coffee in the morning.
Mhm. And then we have the second one. Complete the sentence. Use the correct form of the verb in parentheses. So, Santi, go ahead.
Okay. 1. Maria studies English every day.
Mhm.
2. They visited their grandparents last week. 3. Listen, the birds are singing.
Great.
4. We we was watching TV when the lights went out. 5. My brother didn't play soccer yesterday. 6. She usually gets up at 6 a.m. 7. The students are taking an exam at this moment. 8. I I was cooking dinner when my friend called me. 9. He bought a new phone last month. 10. The baby is sleeping now.
Santi, thank you so much. Everything is okay. You did it wonderful. So, Santi, that's all. The homework was easy, right? Do you have any question about the homework?
No, teacher.
Thank you, Santi. So, as I mentioned, the idea is to work on reading comprehension. So first of all, we're going to work in this file. So here we have an study with some question and activities. So as I mentioned it, when you're taking and reading or listening quiz, the first thing you have to do is to read the questions, okay? So let's check before reading. There's different activities. So the first one is vocabulary match. So here we have some words and we need to match it with the meaning. We're going to do it after reading, okay? We're just checking. Then it says true or false or not given. No se mencionó. So read the sentence below based on the test. Write true, false, or not given. If the test does not mention it, the information. Chloe had to leave her graphic design company to start traveling. Chloe believes that changing her location has hurt creative thinking. Managing different time zones is one of the main difficulties for digital nomads. Chloe has never lost her internet connection during an important work meeting. And co-living spaces are usually cheaper than traditional hotels. So far, Santi, do you have any question about this question? Any vocabulary question?
What means time zones?
Diferencias horarias, because it's talking
Uh,
about traveling like around the world.
and managing?
Which one?
Managing.
Manejando.
Ah, okay,
Es
okay.
como manejando de llevar diferentes cosas, no de conducir, sino de manejar las diferentes zonas horarias.
Okay.
O lidiar.
And la última, co-living
Co-living
spaces.
son esos lugares donde usted paga, pero duerme con alguien más, con un desconocido.
Ah, okay, okay.
Okay, Santi. So let's continue. Then there's a multiple option questions. It says choose the best answer based on the article. Why did Chloe decided to become a digital nomad? She wanted to earn a higher salary as designer. She wanted to travel but needed to keep earning money. She was fired from her office job in London. Her manager forced her to move to Bali. Santi, from here, do you have any question? What is the meaning of fire in this sentence, in this context?
Como cansada, como harta, ¿no?
Fires
Más o
means,
menos.
as a verb, despedir. Fue
Ah,
despedida.
fired, despedir.
Ajá, fue despedida. She was fired. Okay.
Okay.
Number 2, it says, what is Chloe's trick for avoiding internet problems while traveling? She only works for a large international airports. She uses internet cafes instead of working from her room. She researches her housing carefully and uses local SIM cards. She only works in UK where the Wi-Fi is perfect.
Teacher, what means housing carefully?
Which one? Let's see.
The sentence
This
C.
one.
Yes, housing carefully.
Researches her housing carefully. It means
Yes.
researchers buscar. Her housing, como el lugar donde se va a quedar, como la casa o el hospedaje. Carefully, cuidadosamente. Okay, Santi, let's continue. I think Kenneth joined. Number 3, according to the test, how do some digital nomads means nómadas, right, deal with feeling lonely? Juliana, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, teacher. Good
How are you
morning,
doing
Santiago.
today?
Hello. Fine. A little tired, but fine.
Okay, thank you. So we are going to practice reading comprehension, okay? Today, the idea today is to practice reading comprehension. So we're checking some activities we are going to work on based on a reading. But first of all, we are checking the questions, okay? So Santi, number 3, it says, according to the test, how do some digital nomads deal with feeling lonely? They stop traveling and return home immediately. They work longer hours so they don't think about it. They live in shared houses designed for remote workers, or they adopt pets to travel around the world with them. Juliana or Santi, there's any question, any new words and expressions you don't understand, something like that?
In this activity, no.
Which one?
No, teacher, no
No,
questions.
it's okay. Juliana, what about you? Everything is
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. These are the questions. Some then it says these questions or answer the following question, fully use sentences. No, we're going to stop here. So mainly these are the activities, true or false, matching the vocabulary and answer some questions. So this is the reading. This is the article. The Freedom Office. So give me a moment, guys. Kenneth, good morning.
Good morning, teacher.
How are you doing? Good.
Fine.
Okay. Kenneth, sorry, you didn't do the homework. So you have to come back to the main room and do it. ¿Sí? Chicos, lo siento, hay una regla que si dice que si llegan a la clase sin hacer la tarea, tienen que salirse la llamada principal y hacerla. Señor.
Yo vi que era hasta hoy, hasta las 11. También no la puede hacer porque no me dejaba avanzar la plataforma. Ya había hablado de eso con... Bueno,
Igual no se
había
preocupe.
escrito para decir de ese problema que no me dejaban avanzar y ahí me solucionaron eso.
Pero entonces, o sea, se deja abierta todo el día hoy, es para eso. Por si llegan y no la tienen hecha, regresen a la sala principal y la hagan, ¿sí? Para que les aparezca habilitada todavía. Entonces, de regresar con Douglas, con el licenciado Douglas, la hace, que está muy cortita, y él vuelve y lo mueve. Porfis, Kenneth. Porque la movida de la sala
Bueno,
principal sí le toca a usted. Donde dice Leave Room, que es como para salirse la llamada, en vez de cliquear en Leave the Meeting, le da en el azulito, Leave Breakout Room, y ahí lo devuelve a la llamada principal. Yo creo que no le
listo.
toma más de 5 minutos, está muy sencillo. Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you so much. So, guys, sorry, let's continue. So, you're going to read it. Santi, you're going to read the first 2 paragraphs. Please, go ahead.
The Freedom Office. For many young adults, the traditional 9 to 5 of a job is losing its appeal. Instead, a growing number of people are choosing to become digital nomads. These are professionals who use technology to work remotely while traveling the world. The world. All all they need is a laptop, a good pair of headphones, and a stable internet connection. Meet Chloe, a 24-year-old graphic designer from London. 2 years ago, she left stuck in her routine. She wanted to see the work, but could not afford to quit her job. After discussing it with her manager, she transitioned to full-time remote work. Since then, she was working from cafes in Bali, beachside hotels in Portugal, and co-working spaces in Colombia.
Okay, thank you, Santi. So far, YouTube questions.
Teacher, the expression felt stuck.
¿Cómo sentirse atrapada en la rutina? What is the meaning of headphones?
Audífonos, pero no son
Audífonos.
de
Okay, it's
los.
audífonos. So we're talking about digital nomads, okay, who works remotely with traveling the world. Okay. The main character is Chloe, okay, a graphic designer from London. She wanted to see the world but couldn't afford to quit the job. What does it mean afford?
No le permitía.
Because of money, right? After discussing with the manager, she transitioned to full-time remote work. Since then, what is the meaning of since?
Desde.
Since then, she has worked from cafes in Bali, beach-side hotels in Portugal, and co-working spaces in Colombia. It means she's traveling around the world, right? Okay. Okay, so far so good. So now, Juliana, please read the next two paragraphs.
Okay, it's completely changed my life, Chloe says. Yesterday morning, I went surfing before starting my workday. Last month, I was learning how to cook traditional food in Thailand after finishing my design projects. I feel much more creative because my environment change every few months. However, the lifestyle is not just a permanent vacation. Digital nomads face unique challenges that social media photos rarely show. The biggest struggle is often the time zone difference. If close clients in London have an urgent meeting at 9 a.m., she might have to wake up at 4 a.m. or stay up past midnight, depending on where she is staying.
Okay, thank you. I highlighted because there is a question based on time zone difference, okay? So thank you, Juliana. Good job, good reading. So change my life. Yesterday morning I was surfing before I started my work day. Last month I was learning how to cook traditional food in Thailand. After finishing my design and project, I feel more creative because my environment changed every few months. Do you have any question about vocabulary so far? However, sin embargo, here is showing something positive. This is positive, but it's going to show contrast now. So, however, está mostrando algo positivo y ahora va a introducir un contraste, algo negativo. So, sin embargo, the lifestyle is not just a permanent vacation. Su estilo de vida no son unas vacaciones permanentes. Digital nomads face unique challenge. Encaran o enfrentan desafíos únicos. That social media photos really show, que las fotos en redes sociales rara vez muestran. The biggest struggle.
Problema, inconveniente.
Yes, Problema inconveniente. Thank you, Juliana. Is often the time zone differences. Recuerden que dependiendo en qué parte del mundo estemos, pues los horarios cambian. A eso se refiere con time zone difference. It's close. Clients in London have an urgent meeting at 9 a.m. She might have to work at 4 a.m. or stay at past midnight, depending on where she is staying. Entonces, dependiendo de donde ella esté y dependiendo del cliente, le toca levantarse una hora o a la otra. So far, so good. ¿Hasta ahí vamos bien? Yes? Okay, awesome.
Yes.
Thank you. Santi, read the next paragraph. You're the next one.
Furthermore, gaining reliable Wi-Fi can be incredibly stressful. If my internet connection drops during a presentation, I look unprofessional. Chloe explains, I always have to research accommodation carefully and buy local SIM cards as a backup. The
Thank
next paragraph.
No, that's enough. So let's check it. Furthermore, además, is additional information in the same line.
Adicional.
¿Cierto? Está agregando
Ujú.
otro de los inconvenientes o los desafíos. Finding a reliable Wi-Fi can be incredibly stressful. Reliable, como una red Wi-Fi, ¿cómo le diríamos? Confiable. Puede ser muy estresante. If my internet connection drops, se cae, during the presentation and look unprofessional, me veo poco profesional. I always have to reach means buscar, accommodation is talking about places. Remember, she traveled around the world, right? Carefully, cuidadosamente, and buy local SIM cards as a backup. What is the meaning of backup?
Como respaldo. Sí, como respaldo.
Yes, it's true, respaldo. Thank you, Juliana. It's mostly or mainly used in informatic area, but you're right. Thank you so much. Juliana, read this paragraph, please.
There is also the emotional side. Moving frequently means constantly saying goodbye to newly made friends, which can lead to feeling of loneliness. To combat this, many digital nomads stay in co-living spaces, shared houses specifically designed for remote workers to live, work, and socialize together.
Okay, thank you so much. Notice
Next.
here. No, worry. Here is adding the last information. There is also the emotional side. También está la parte o el lado emocional. Moving
Ujú.
frequently, recuerden que moving, en este caso es como mudándose, ¿sí? Cuando se refiere a un lugar a otro. Means constantly saying goodbye to newly made friends. Decirle goodbye constantemente a los amigos hechos o a los nuevos amigos. We can live feelings of loneliness, lo que puede acarrear o traer sentimientos de
Soledad.
soledad. To combat this, many digital nomads stayed in co-living. As I explained to Santi, co-living son como los espacios donde varias personas, principalmente nómadas, habitan. ¿Sí? Entre varios pagan el espacio. Co-living space, share house specifically designed for remote workers to live. Work and socialize together. Trabajan y socializan.
Socialize.
Okay, so far so good. I'm going to read the last part. Experts predict that this trend will continue to grow as companies become more flexible. For young adults like Chloe, the freedom to choose their own background scenery is worth every late night meeting and stable Wi-Fi connection. So, what is the meaning of trend? We use that word nowadays in Spanish a lot. En español se utiliza ya también mucho el trend de TikTok. ¿Qué será trend?
Tendencia.
La
Tendencia.
tendencia. Thank you so much. Okay, grow as o grow.
Crecer.
Crecer. Ujú.
Crecimiento.
Crecer. Freedom.
Libertad.
Libertad. Background.
Background, background, escenario, paisajes.
Espacio.
Paisajes,
Background es como el
diferentes
trasfondo.
escenarios.
Ujú. El trasfondo, los escenarios de fondo. Se refiere a estarse moviendo por diferentes lugares, ¿cierto?
Mm.
Okay, so let's see. Let's start. Match the word from the text on the left with the correct meaning of the right. So this is just vocabulary. So, afford, Juliana, what is the definition?
Afford is to have enough money to buy or do something.
Yes, actually, you're right. This is number one. Q. Routine, Santi.
Usually fits it to a usual or fixed way of doing things in a regular order.
Thank you, Santi. Urgent, Juliana.
Urgent, needing immediate attention or action.
Of course. Number four, Santi.
Combat, to fight against or oppose something.
Yes. And what is the meaning of against? Against.
Against.
What is the meaning?
Otra vez.
En contra de. En contra de. To fight
Against, y está el sinónimo or oppose something, o
Ujú.
contra algo.
Ajá, exactamente.
Sí.
Okay, great. Loneliness is the missing one, feeling alone or isolated from others. Como aislado de los otros, right?
Isolated.
So far, so good, right? You're doing pretty good. You're so smart. You read it pretty good. Congratulations. So let's continue. This is the first part. True, false, or not given. Remember, not given means is the text does not mention the information. It's not mentioned. So, Santi, Chloe had to leave her graphic design company to start traveling.
Yes, true.
True? Are you sure?
No. She talks with her manager.
Yes, so it's false. Great. Juliana, Chloe believes that changing her location helped her creative thinking.
True.
True? Is mentioned. I'm not sure. Let me see. Designer, after discussing with her manager, she transitioned to full-time remote work. Since then, she had worked from cafes in Bali, beachside hotels in Portugal, and co-working spaces in Colombia. It completely changed my life. Close say, yesterday morning I went surfing before starting my working day. Last month I was learning how to cook traditional food in Thailand after finishing my design project. I feel much creative because my environment change every few months. And the question says, Chloe believes that changing her location helps her creative thinking. So true?
True.
It
Okay.
helped her.
You're right, sorry. Okay, Santi, number 3. Managing different time zones is one of the main difficulties for digital nomads. It's easy.
It's true.
True, easy peasy. Juliana, Klaus has never lost her internet connection during an important work meeting.
True.
True?
True.
Are you sure?
She has a backup SIM card.
Not at all.
She always have a SIM card.
Yes, but it's not related to that. Let me see.
Teacher.
It's this one. It says, furthermore, finding a reliable Wi-Fi can be incredibly stressful. Is my internet, this is a conditional and imaginary situation, is my internet connection drop during a presentation and look unprofessional? Pero no es que le haya pasado. Ustedes simplemente no, está mencionado, no dicen si le llegó a pasar. I always have to arrange accommodation carefully and buy local SIM cards as a backup. Pero no están diciendo que le haya sucedido en una reunión. So it's different. Not given in this case. Not. Mhm. And finally, Juliana, let's try it. Co-living spaces are usually cheaper than traditional hotels.
True.
True? Are you sure?
True.
Let's see. I'm going to type it true, but let's see.
It's not giving.
It's not giving.
It's
There's
not
also
giving,
the emotional side. Moving
because it's,
frequently. Look, it doesn't mention it. How is it? How much?
not mentioned.
You pay.
It's not mentioned.
It's not mentioned. Okay.
Mhm.
Good job.
Not giving.
Correct, but not given. Thank you so much. Now it's multiple choice questions, okay? So choose the best answer based on the article. Santi, why did Chloe decided to become a digital nomad? She wanted to earn a higher salary as designer. She wanted to try it but needed to keep earning money. She was fired from her office job in London. Her manager forced her to move to Bali.
Letter B. She wants to travel but needed to keep earning money.
Yes. Juliana, as I explained to Santi, in this context, fire means despedida. Fire, despedir. Fire, juego, como sustantivo, pero como verbo es despedir. She was fired. Ella fue despedida. ¿Ok? Fire puede ser también despedir. Okay, thank you, Santi. You're right. Juliana, number 2. What is Chloe's tricks for avoiding internet problems while traveling?
Using carefully. See,
Sí.
she researches her housing carefully and use local SIM cards.
Researches her housing carefully.
Researches.
Kenneth, welcome. Thank you. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Welcome to this class. So now we're practicing reading, okay? We're working on a article and then we're going to work online, okay? So far, so good. Santi, according to the test, how do some digital nomads deal with feeling lonely?
They live in church house designed for remote workers.
Okay, great. How was it? That's all. How was it? Easy, right? You did it pretty good. It was easy. Okay. Okay, thank you. So now, first of all, I'm going to take the attendance, okay? Voy a tomar primero la asistencia. So look at the camera, please. Thank you so much. Give me a moment. I'm going to send this. It's here. Give me a moment. Fighting with this. Attendance B1 9 AM complete. Wonderful. Now I'm going to share my screen again. Here. Here. So we are going to work on some reading comprehension activities online. Okay. So let me see what happened. Okay, sorry. We're going to work on this. So it says B1 English reading test. Read the test about reason why some people are not popular with their co-workers. For question 1 to 7, choose the correct missing sentence. There is one extra sentence you don't need to use. So as I mentioned it, the first thing is to check the question, okay? So give me a moment, I'm trying to move. Come on, computer, you can do it. Okay, it says gap 1. Unfortunately, you can control how other feels, but you can stay kind and professional. Option B, another way to show the people you work with that you care depends on how you speak to them. Number C is it can be unpleasant for others if your desk is always full of paper, dirty coffee cups, or old food. We spend most of our time in them, especially at work. In the same way, keeping yourself clean is important. Strong smells like food warmed in the microwave can also bother people. In a similar way, try to stay away from other people's physical space. This is because being the smartest person in the room can make others feel bad. So, do you have any question about vocabulary from these options?
and unpleasant and can be unpleasant for others.
Como no placentero.
No placentero. No placentero.
No placentero. What is? Bother. What is the meaning of bother? Bother people. Can also bother people.
Both es ambos.
No. Both
Bother.
as ambos. You're right. But this is
Sí.
bother. It's completely different. It means molestar. Molestar. Can also strong smells, como olores fuertes, like food warmed, comida caliente, in the microwave, o más bien comida calentada en el microondas, can also bother people. También puede molestar a la gente. Keeping yourself clean is important, manteniéndonos limpio. Spend most of the time in them, especially at work. Okay. I think that's all, right? Okay, so we're going to read it. We're going to read it and we need to choose. Per each gap, for each of these gap, we need to choose one of these sentences, ¿sí? En cada espacio va una de estas oraciones, ¿sí? Pero hay una que sobra, ¿ok? So, Santi, read the first paragraph, please. And the title.
Humans
The
are
title is important, Santi, por favor.
okay. Why your coworkers hate you? Humans are sociable animals. Most of us need to feel like we belong, to be part of a group. For example, family, friends, a football team, a music club, or a workplace are some of the groups that make you or lives feel important and organized. Continue?
Yes, please. No worries about this.
That's why having good relationships with the people around us is so necessary. But what happens when things go wrong? What happens when your coworkers don't like you? It's probably time to take a closer look at your habits. You could be doing something without knowing that makes people dislike you.
Okay, so far, do you have any question about vocabulary here? What is the meaning of co-workers? Is the main topic.
Compañeros de trabajo.
Yes. Okay. Okay, we're going to do it paragraph by paragraph. So let's
Teacher, sorry,
sí.
what means closer look at your habits?
Ok, como dar una vista más cercana a sus hábitos. ¿Sí? Okay, so based on that, let's see which sentence is the more suitable. ¿Cuál será la oración que mejor se acomoda a ese párrafo? Unfortunately, you can't control how other feels, but you can stay kind and professional. Other way to show the people you work with that you care depends on how you speak to them. It can be unpleasant for others. Others is you. This is always full of papers, dirty coffee cups, or old food. We spend most of the time in them, especially at work. In the same way, keeping yourself clean is important. A strong smell, like food warmed in the microwave, can also bother people. In a similar way, try to stay away from other people's physical space. This is because being the smarter person in the room can make others feel bad. ¿Cuál les suena, chicos? Según los que nos habló todo el primer párrafo, lo que nos contaron en el primer párrafo, ¿cuál sería la oración? I'm going to help you a little bit. It says, another way to show people.
Letter A. Unfortunately, you can control how others feel, but you can stay calm and professional.
No at all. Pay attention. Most of these options talk about how to identify that you don't like to people. But we haven't talked about yet. En ese primer párrafo no se ha dicho. Apenas se va a comenzar a hablar de eso. En ese primer párrafo lo que nos dice es que somos seres sociales y como tal vivimos en sociedad. Acá dice another way. No hemos visto ni la primera forma, entonces no puede ser another way. Unfortunately, apenas vamos a introducir ese tema, ¿cierto? Y lo que les digo, we spend most of the 10-hour time in them, especially at work, in the same way, de la misma manera. No hemos visto ninguna manera, entonces no puede ser un similar. Strong smells no tiene sentido todavía aún. In a similar way, as I mentioned it, no hemos hablado de ninguna manera de nada. This is because nos está dando una razón de algo, pero no estamos preguntando aún por razones. ¿Cuál creen que haga más sentido, chicos? Vayan descartando.
We spend most of our time in them, especially at work.
Okay, let's choose that, and then we're going to check it at the end, okay? Okay, thank you, Kenneth. Do you agree or do you disagree? Santi y Juliana, ¿están de acuerdo o ustedes elegirían otra?
Agree. I agree.
I agree.
Okay, great, thank you. Kenneth, read paragraph number 2, please. I'm going to zoom, sorry. Here you are. Time.
Time and personal space are very important to most people, especially at work. Usually, you wouldn't want someone to interrupt you all the time when you are busy. You shouldn't take up too much of their time with phone chats. Outside work, don't send messages late at night or expect instant replies. Not standing too close or looking at their screen shows that you understand and respect their need for privacy.
Privacy. Yes. So, further vocabulary. Okay, by the way, busy. This is the pronunciation. Busy. Busy means ocupado, right?
Beans.
Busy. Vocabulary. Do you have any question? So, what is the main idea here? It's talking about what?
Teacher, instant replies or replace.
Uh-huh. Don't need to
What does
send
that mean?
message late at night or expect instant replies. Es como respuestas instantáneas. Que está hablando como de respeto el tiempo de sus compañeros, ¿cierto? No les quite mucho tiempo, no los interrumpa mucho. Acá está la clave. Not standing too close, como no pararse muy cerca. Or looking at their screen shows that you understand and respect their need for
Need for
privacy. In other
The
words,
meaning of take up.
take off es como
Levantar.
tomar mucho, tomar. ¿Sí? Está haciendo referencia en tomar mucho tiempo. Too much, ¿sí? Or their time. With long chats. No tomen mucho tiempo, no le hablen por mucho tiempo. So, ¿cuál podría ser? Sorry. I'm going to move to next page to gap number 2. Unfortunately, you can control how it feels, but you can stay kind and professional. No. Another way to show? No, because this is the first thing we're talking about. It can be unpleasant for others if your desk is always full of papers. We're not talking about that yet. We spend most of our time, we already use it. In the same way, keeping
Letter
your
G.
clean
G.
is important.
G.
Letter
In
G.
a similar way, try to
In
stay
a similar
away
way,
from
try
other people's
to
physical
stay away
space.
from
Okay,
other
let's
people's
try.
physical
Okay.
space.
Thank you. Let's see. You're doing very good. So, Juliana, number 3, please. Hi, number 3 and 4. There's 2 gaps here. So, but read this paragraph, please.
Do you sometimes tell people what to do instead of asking them? This can make you seem rude. Also, try not to act like you always know more than everyone else. Even if you have a lot of experience and always want to make things better, try to be a good team player by listening carefully to other people's opinion, even when they are different from your own.
Okay. First of all, vocabulary. What is the meaning of run or seem rude?
Rudo.
Mirarse rudo. Seems es mirarse o parecer y rudo, ok. O grosero. También puede ser como grosero en nuestro uso del español. You always know more than everyone else. No actúen como que saben más que todo el mundo siempre, ¿cierto? Eso es maluco. Even if you have a lot of experience, incluso si tienen mucha experiencia. And always want to make things better. Y quieren hacer las cosas mejor. Ok. Here, even when they are different from your own. What is the meaning of own?
Incluso cuando ellos
Sí, o
piensen diferente a
pertenecer.
ti, piensen diferente a
Sus
ti,
propios.
son
Estamos hablando de
diferentes a ti.
opiniones, right? Sus propias
Ah,
opiniones. Okay, let's see. So here we have to decide 3 and 4. 4 is easy. Let's see 3. What do you think?
Letter H.
Age, you say. This
because
is number
things
4,
one person
actually.
alone
Letter
can
H is number 4.
make feel.
This is age, okay, and 3. Because the paragraph started with 3. Do you sometimes tell people what to do instead of asking them? Algunas veces le dicen a las personas qué hacer en vez de preguntarles. Instead of means en vez de. So, ¿cuál puede hacer, chicos, ahí? It's easy.
Letter A.
Unfortunately, you can control know how it feels, but you can stay kind and professional.
Letter B.
Letter B.
Blather. Another way
Another
to
way to
show
show the
people
people
you
you are, you care depending on how you speak them.
speak to them. Porque miren que acá está diciendo, acá prácticamente está diciendo que es una persona mandona. ¿Sí? Do you sometimes tell people what to do instead of asking them? Es la forma en que le está hablando, le está hablando de manera mandona, le está imponiendo algo, right? Okay, okay. Let's see, anyway. So, Santi, go ahead. The next one.
Keeping things clear and tidy, both in your
Tidy.
workplace, tidy, both in your workplace and for yourselves, helps everyone work better together. Nobody likes to work with someone messy. Everyone should feel comfortable to
Comfortable.
use shared spaces like kitchens and meeting rooms. So remember to clean up after yourself. You don't need to be perfect, but things like bad breath or dirty clothes can make college want to avoid you.
Okay, these are easier. These are the easiest one. But first of all, question about vocabulary.
Tidy,
Limpio,
lim-
o limpiar. Keep things limpias
Messy,
o organizadas, let's say.
someone
Y
messy,
ordenar.
Ordenadas, sí. Messy, desorganizado, un desastre, todo revuelto, todo. Messy es desastre.
and bad
What
breath.
else?
This is a mess.
Bad breath.
Which one?
But things like bad breath or dirty clothes.
Like bad,
But things like bad breath, mal aliento,
bad breath.
or dirty clothes can make college want to avoid. What is the meaning of avoid? Avoid you.
Evitar, evitar.
Okay, let's check it. It's easy. I think it's easy. Number 5. So, let me see. This is number 5. Which is the correct option?
It can be unpleasant for others if your desk is always full of paper, dirty coffee cups.
In the
or
same
of-
way, keeping yourself clean.
The next one is in the same way. This is number 6. Yes, it's true. In the same way, se me perdió. In the same way,
Letter
keeping
D.
yourself clean is important. Okay, so far so good. So, Kenneth, read the last paragraph, please. This is the last one.
But sometimes the problem isn't you at all. Some coworkers dislike people who are popular or successful because they want to be just like you. They might even worry about losing their job because they aren't as good as you.
Okay, thank you. Successful, successful. Questions about vocabulary.
Successful es exitosos.
Yes, exitoso.
Worry.
Let it be.
Okay, we're going to
Let
answer.
it be.
Everything is okay? ¿Todo está bien? What is the meaning of as good as you?
Tan buenos como tú.
Ajá. Okay, es un comparativo de igualdad. Thank you. So you said letter what?
Letter A.
A. Unfortunately, you can control how other feels, but you can say kind, amable, and professional. So let's check it. Let's check the answers. Okay, everything is okay. You did pretty good. Congratulations. Well done. Awesome. You did it. Okay, let's try with another one. I think we have enough time, or we can answer as much as we can. So it says, read the text about unique jobs in the world. And from question 1 to 8, choose the correct answer. So first of all, let's check the questions. Question number 1. Which of these jobs turns a boring task into excitement? ¿Cuál de sus trabajos vuelve una actividad aburrida, la vuelve emocionante? Chocolate consultant, Lego sculpture, island caretaker, Shark Tank cleaner, professional sleeper. Number 2, which of these jobs is useful for research? Chocolate consult, Lego sculptures, island caretaker, Shark Tank cleaner, professional sleeper. In which of these jobs can you choose to be your own boss? The same jobs. Which of these jobs requires you to do different activities in water?
Shark Tank.
Probably right. Which of these jobs requires to be among the best in the world?
Chocolate consultant.
Probably. Which of these jobs requires an education?
It's like
Which of these
caretaker.
jobs usually starts as a hobby? It starts as a hobby. Probably Lego,
Lego
right?
sculptor.
It's probably. And finally, which of these jobs can be considered a type of artistic performance? So let's go to the previous one. Okay, this is over. So let's start reading. So I'm going to read it this time. A chocolate consultant. If you love chocolate, becoming a chocolate consultant could be an exciting job. There are various types of chocolate consultants, so you can follow the best career path for you. You could work full-time with well-known brands or focus on smaller brands that specialize in specified types of chocolate. To be successful in this job, you must have a passion for chocolate and interested in understanding the many variety of cocoa. For this reason, you need a lot of knowledge in certain subjects. Chemistry and food-based subjects are particularly useful. Although you could work for companies that produce chocolate based on products, you could also be in charge of your career, advising chocolate buyers on which product to buy or running chocolate testing events. So, first of all, vocabulary.
Knowledge.
Which one?
Conocimiento.
Knowledge, conocimiento. Thank you, Juliana, you're right. The best career path for you. What is the meaning of career?
Carrera.
Carrera profesional. Talking about
Camino,
this.
capaz como camino.
Entonces sería como la mejor rama o el mejor camino de la carrera.
La mejor como opción para ti.
Which one? Santi, ¿qué sería?
No, teacher. No.
Ok. Brands,
Marcas.
marcas and well known.
Mm.
Conocidas.
Las marcas más conocidas.
Exactly. Thank you, Kenneth. Okay, so let's continue. Lego's culture. Many of us have enjoyed building things with Lego blocks as children, but for some people, this childhood activity can turn into a career. Lego has temporary jobs and long-term position for certified professionals who create molds and sets for the company. These Lego sculptures work within specific teams and are based in Legoland. Discovery centers around the world. Becoming a Lego sculptor is quite challenging. There are usually only between 9 and 30 jobs available worldwide. To be hired, you need to successfully complete different tasks, including building difficult Legos model. So, questions so far.
Teacher, what is the mean different tasks?
Diferentes actividades. Task como actividades o
Tasks,
tareas.
actividades.
O tareas, ¿no? Depende del contexto, pero sí.
Available worldwide.
Worldwide, sobre el mundo entero. Se refiere a todo el mundo. O sea, solo hay entre
Available.
9 a 30 trabajos en todo el mundo. Pues, de este tipo de trabajo.
Available is like disponible.
Which one? Available, yes. Disponibles. Ok, so let's continue. A ver si nos da el tiempo para responder las preguntas. Island, recuerden cuando dicen con isla, no pronuncian la S. Island caretaker. This role is often described as the best job in the world, and it's easy to see why in 2009 the Queensland Tourism Board created a position to promote the island of Great Barrier Reef. The lucky employee from the UK, chosen among thousands of applicants, earned 73,400 on a temporary job for 6 months. Living on an island in the Great Barrier Reef, his job involved swimming, exploring underwater, and having fun while filming and blogging about his experience. At the end of his contracts, the British Island caretaker was promoted to a new job as a global tourism ambassador, representing Queensland tourism around the world. So far, question.
What is Great Barrier Reef?
La gran barrera de arrecifes es un lugar. It's okay? Okay, so we almost finished. Shark tank cleaner. Cleaning window might not sound thrilling, but if you did it in the water surrounded by sharks, that would be a different story. Surely, Shark tank cleaner have to swim with sharks to make the tank's glass clean and shiny while visitors watch the whole process. This job requires a person who is not only brave but also a strong swimmer and experienced diver. Of course, if you're afraid of sharks, it might be safer to look for other opportunities. Question: what is the meaning of surrounded?
What is the mean teacher experience?
Experiencia. Experienced diver es como un buceador experimentado.
Diver, okay.
And diver, sorry. And surrounded means rodeado. Rodeado de tiburones. Okay, finally, professional sleeper. If you love sleeping and can get enough of it, why not turn that passion into a career? Professional sleeper often participated in sleep studies, but there are also more unusual opportunities. For example, in 2009, women were hired for a temporary job where they were paid to sleep as a part of a living art exhibit at the new Museum of Contemporary Art in New York, while tourists visited the museum. Do you have any question here? Exhibit. My gosh, this one. Do you have any question here? No, it's easy. So let's try to answer the question. Which of these jobs turns a boring task into excitement?
Professional sleeper.
Professional leaper, let's see. Next page. Which of these jobs is used for research? Research puede ser buscar, pero también puede ser como investigaciones.
Useful, what means useful?
Útil para las investigaciones.
The
Chocolate consultant or
island.
charlatan.
Which
Cleaner
one?
charlatan.
So,
Charlatan
which
cleaner.
one?
Caretaker.
Island caretaker.
Let's see. In which of these jobs can you choose to be your own boss?
Lego sculptor.
Are you sure?
Chocolate consultant. I don't
Chocolate
remember.
consultant. Yes, chocolate consultant. Which of these jobs requires to do different activities in water?
Charlatan cleaner.
Which one?
Charlatan cleaner.
Are you sure?
Island caretaker.
Island caretaker.
Caretaker.
Which of these jobs
Caretaker.
requires to be among the best in the world? There's few
Professional
opportunities.
sleeper. Professional sleeper.
Professional leaper, let's see. Which of these jobs require an education?
Teacher, la anterior era
Charlatan
Lego
cleaner.
sculpture.
Excuse me, Santi. Sorry.
Require an
La anterior
education.
era Lego sculpture.
Lego sculpture. You're right. And this one requires education about chemistry and food.
Chocolate consultant.
Chocolate consultant. Which of these jobs usually start as a hobby?
Professional
Lego
sleeper.
sculptor.
No.
Lego
Yes.
sculptor.
Lego sculptor.
And finally, which of these jobs can be considered as a type of artistic performance?
Professional sleeper.
Lego sculptor.
Lego sculpture? Are you sure?
Professional sleeper.
Professional leaper. So let's check. I think there's some mistake, but let's check. So actually we have two mistakes.
What's wrong?
So what turn a boring task into exciting? Shark tank cleaner. Algo aburrido, pues limpiar tanques y se vuelve más emocionante porque lo hacen con los tiburones adentro, ¿cierto? Which job is useful for research es el de dormir. Professional sleeper. Ahí lo mencionaron que lo utilizaban para estudios. That's all. You did it pretty good anyway. Congratulations. Okay, guys, give me a moment. I'm going to take the last screenshot. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. See you tomorrow. Take care and have a nice day.
Tomorrow, teacher.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Take
guys.
care.
Bye.
Thank you.
Take care.
See you.